Good morning, y'all. How are y'all doing today? I'm going to fix it. All right. Anyway, y'all know for one, I have some type of message, but I'm about to do my greens. Y'all know I drink 8 ounces of water out of a bottle. I literally put 2 scoops of my greens. We on the chocolate still. It's my daily servings of fruits and vegetables. It's going to alkalize my body. It's a daily detox, and it's going to help to balance my pH. I'm going to go in and get my fruits and veggies out the way. I'm pretty sure I'll eat more vegetables later on, but just in case, this takes care of it. Like, I'm good to go. How many of you don't get your daily servings of fruits and vegetables? I'm not saying you don't get 1 or 2, but how many of you get what you're supposed to have every day? I literally put 2 scoops, shake it up, and I'm going to drink it. But I wanted to hop on here real quick, doing my devotional this morning, and the passage about being enslaved to the lender, talking about finances and stuff. Let me tell y'all something. All debt is not bad debt. If you take a loan out for something, you of course need to be able to pay it back. Like, that's going to help you for whatever reason, whether you're buying a house, a car, it's going to help build your credit or whatever. But when you take a loan out knowing you can't afford that loan, that's when you become enslaved to a lender. Like, that's when you are like setting yourself up. Let me tell y'all, I'm going to be as transparent as possible. I'm big on education. My family's big on education. I do recognize a college education is not for everybody, but I felt it was for me, so I did it. Y'all, I'm $170,000 in student loan debt. I'm nobody's doctor. Hell, I'm a doctor of life. Like, I'm gonna tell you, I'm a doctor of life, but I'm nobody's doctor. I'm not an attorney. I'm not any of that. I have a master's degree. I have an MBA, minor in healthcare management. I have an undergrad in business. I have a paralegal certificate. And then I just have an ass load of classes. See, I went to school during a time period where you could switch majors as often as you changed your draws. And so going to a 2-year college, I got grants and things like that. But when I started hopping from college to college, and hell, I had to start taking out loans. Nobody informed me to only take out what you need. They were like, you can get this. Do you want it? Well, I was in my early 20s. My father had just been diagnosed with cancer, and I was still trying to live my best life as a single parent. So, yes, if you're going to give me X number of dollars, I'm going to take X number of dollars. Put some of it towards school, but no, she did stupid shit like travel. I was big into helping the less fortunate. I have always been big into that. So I was like taking loan, like whatever excess money I had from my student loans, I put some on my actual loan that I took. I would put some on there. Every year I felt I needed to buy a computer, and then I would give some away to people that I felt needed it, and then I blew the rest. And I did that shit every year, y'all. I was in school for 12 years. 12 years, from 98 until 2012. Oh, shit, that's 14 years. Yeah, from October 98 until, I think my last class I was working on my second master's when I stopped. That was March or April of 2012. Y'all want to know the only reason I stopped is because I saw that my balance was like $149,000 then. So I need y'all to understand, I haven't taken out any more student loans. Y'all, that shit is interest. So if you know a high school student getting ready to go to college, if you know a college student, I need y'all to share this. Only borrow what you need. And if you are in high school, start applying for scholarships now. Scholarships now, grants. I don't care if it's a $25 scholarship, apply for it, because every dollar counts. See, I was too lazy to do that. I didn't want to do that. And then, my parents, they helped me my first few years, but after I kept switching majors, they were like, figure it out. Well, I did. I did the easy way. And the easy way was student loans. It just ends up being the hard way on the back end. So, they get what they get, but y'all, there's no reason for a student today to have $170,000 in debt. I've talked to some people. I know some med students. One of them's not even done, and she's already at $240,000. Y'all, that's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. So, you can work for, you can find employees who will pay your student loans. Hell, you can go to the military. I don't know exactly how that works, but I hear them say that they'll pay student loan debt and stuff like that. But it's not even just student loan debt. I want you, when you're taking a loan out, when you're borrowing from your neighbor, when you're borrowing from your cousin, for one, you need to ask, do you really need this? Like, is there no way for you to figure it out? Because understand, the moment you borrow that money from whoever you borrow it from, like, you owe them. I'm not going to say you slave, you got to kiss their feet, but hell, you slave to them until they get that money back. You need to make sure that is something that you can repay. Okay? Like, the Bible gives us all our lessons. We just need to pay attention. Like, we just need to pay attention to them. So, am I grateful for my degrees? Yeah, I'm glad I have the letters behind my name. If I could do it all over again, I'm not going to say I would not have used the money I used to help the people, the less fortunate that I helped, because that was, I did that. But blowing it, like, I blew money on crazy stuff, like, y'all, and none of it do I have to show. Not even, like, I took some of the money and I would buy timeshares, like lease timeshares. I don't even have those anymore. Like, some of them I sold, some of them I lost. That's what happens when you're constantly, and I worked at 1.6 jobs. I always had a hustle of some kind, like constantly chasing money. When you're constantly chasing money, you'll never have enough money. And that's how I ended up financially where I did and having to start over. I debated whether to say that. I used to be embarrassed, but there's no embarrassment, because I hope that my struggles will help somebody. Like, at the end of the day, if you don't need that money, don't borrow that money. If you know that you're trying, I'm just going to throw this out. Let's say you got a credit card and you have $1,000 limit. That does not mean go spend $750 in Bath and Body Works. That's not what that means. Now, I never did that. I never did that. I'm just saying, that's not what that means. Use it wisely. If you got a credit card to build your credit, use it for such. Put gas in your car in there. Like, use the stuff. Like, if you know you were going to buy groceries, you had $40 in your pocket to go buy groceries, then charge that. Put that $40 in an envelope, and when that bill comes due, pay it. Or once, don't even wait till the due date. When that bill comes, you get your statement, and it says on November the 15th, $25 is due. Well, don't just send $25. Put that whole $40 that you were going to buy your groceries with anyway. That'll help build your credit, but don't just blow your credit. By the time I was 21, y'all, I got my first credit card 2 weeks after I turned 18. You couldn't tell me shit. Like, I just felt like having a credit card. I don't know why. I just thought it was like the best thing in the world. Understand, by the time I was 21, I had 24 credit cards, and almost all of them had a balance. That's not because I didn't have good upbringing. My parents tried to educate me. I ain't want to hear that. Like, I was like, I'm working, I can pay for it. I wanted the perks that came with the credit card. Sometimes, y'all, those perks are not worth it. They're not worth it. Please share this with some teenager. Somebody in their early 20s. Hell, if you know somebody in their 50s still repeating that cycle, share this. Y'all, it's not worth it. And you can get out of it. That takes discipline. It takes discipline. It takes sacrifice, y'all. I have sacrificed a lot the past 2 years to help get my finances back to where at least to where I wasn't stressed. See, I wanted to end my life because I was just like, you know what? I can't do this anymore. Not realizing I was in that situation because of me. I wanted to fault my ex from the first time that he left. It wasn't his fault. He tried to tell me, save your money, save your money. I pay my bills and then I blow the rest. I'm not so quick to judge people anymore who say that they want to kill themselves over finances. I know what it's like to just feel like you can't go anymore, like you don't have no more give, like you know that you're working for nothing. When you get paid, you know not a single dollar of your paycheck is yours. Ask some of the people that I used to work with at AmMed how many times I come in there crying, because between IRS, student loans, regular bills, life, like just bawling. Just didn't want to be there anymore. Just did not want to wake up to this anymore. Like I just wanted to be done. That was the easy way out. It takes discipline to get yourself to a point to where you have to change how you totally view money. You have to change the purpose, like your view and the purpose of money and what it is for and what it was put here for. And I'm not, once again, I talk about God all the time because I know that I'm still standing here because of God. That was God's help. Like, I'd ask him every day, like, direct me in where I need to go. Like, whatever scripture I needed to meditate on that day, like, direct me where I needed to go. And that's what I did. Discipline, y'all. It takes discipline to get yourself out of a hole that you dug yourself in. All right? And don't worry about what everybody else has. Focus on you, because worried about what everybody else has, I had you in financial ruin, quick, fast, and in a hurry. And I had to learn you can't save the world. I worked like I did to help take care of everybody in my circle, plus who was in their circle, plus who was in their circle, and still trying to enjoy life. And you can't do that. Can't do that. So, but anyway, moral of the story, if you have to borrow, only borrow what you need. Only borrow what you know that you know that you know you could pay back without a shadow of a doubt. Everything else is going to lead to undue stress, and it's going to keep building and compounding, and you're going to be robbing Peter to pay Paul, and that ain't what you want to do. And to you seniors, hell, to you juniors, to you people that are early on in college, apply for scholarships. It doesn't matter how much. Apply for any and every scholarship. There's a scholarship for everything out there now. Apply. So you don't end up like people like me and the med student that has $240,000. And now I think there are things in place where you can't switch majors like that, like how I was. My first probably, 3 years in college, I think I switched majors 5 times. And all I ever wanted to be was an attorney, but I was like, you know what? That's going to take too long. Yo, law school would have cost me 7 years. I ended up being in school 14 years. And I take random classes here, but it's classes I could pay cash for. Just to stay up on some things. Y'all, only borrow what you need. And if you don't know what you want your major to be, take general studies classes until you figure it out, because those will apply to every major. All right? But anyway, I'm about to finish my greens. Maybe play with Titan for a little bit and make me some breakfast. So, well, it's going to be a late breakfast, but make some breakfast. Hope everybody has a productive day. Hey, Trish, hope everybody has a productive day. I want you to smile at somebody because it saved their life. I want you to laugh hard as hell because it'll change yours. It totally changes your mood when you genuinely laugh, y'all. Laugh. All right? Talk to y'all later. Be good, be safe, be blessed. Bye-bye.